In the shadow of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Asheville, North Carolina, was known for its eclectic art scene and charming streets. Yet, beneath the facade of this quaint town, there lay an unsettling legend that had haunted its residents for generations. The tale begins in the Montford District, where the Caldwell House once stood as a symbol of wealth and prestige. Built in the late 19th century, the mansion was an architectural marvel, its grand halls often filled with the city's elite. But beyond its ornate exterior, the house held a dark and eerie secret. The Caldwell family, known for their rigid propriety, had a daughter named Eliza. Beautiful and ethereal, Eliza was the apple of her parents' eye, yet she harbored a darkness that few understood. She was betrothed to a wealthy businessman, chosen by her parents to elevate their status. But Eliza's heart belonged to Samuel, a brooding artist who captured her likeness in a series of hauntingly beautiful portraits. Their love was passionate, desperate, and utterly forbidden. Eliza Caldwell came from a wealthy aristocratic family, while Samuel was a struggling artist with no notable background. In the rigid social hierarchy of the time, relationships between individuals from vastly different social classes were frowned upon. Eliza's parents, concerned with maintaining their family's status and reputation, would never approve of her involvement with someone they deemed beneath her. The Caldwell family had arranged a marriage for Eliza with a wealthy businessman, aiming to secure their social standing and ensure a prosperous future. This engagement was not just a personal matter but a strategic alliance, binding two influential families together. Any deviation from this plan would be seen as a betrayal of family duty and expectations. The love between Eliza and Samuel was kept secret, intensifying the emotions and sense of urgency in their relationship. They had to meet in secret, stealing moments away from prying eyes, which only heightened their passion. The risk of being discovered added a desperate edge to their love, as they knew the consequences would be severe. The strict moral codes of the era dictated propriety and chastity, especially for women of Eliza's standing. A romantic involvement outside of an arranged marriage, especially with someone considered unsuitable, would not only tarnish her reputation but also bring shame to her family. This societal pressure made their love an act of defiance, further forbidden by the standards of the time. Samuel, as an artist, represented a world of creativity and freedom that contrasted sharply with Eliza's structured and controlled life. Their love was an escape from the constraints of their social roles, allowing them to express their true selves. This yearning for freedom made their bond even more intense and all-consuming, but also more dangerous, as it went against the rigid norms of their society. These elements combined to make their love not only deeply passionate and desperate but also fraught with danger and secrecy, ultimately leading to a tragic and haunting end. One stormy night, just days before her wedding, Eliza vanished without a trace. The mansion was searched from top to bottom, but all they found was her engagement ring lying atop her bed. Whispers spread like wildfire through Asheville. Some claimed she had run away with Samuel, while others believed she had met a more sinister fate. Samuel, too, disappeared, leaving behind an unfinished portrait of Eliza, her eyes filled with a terror that seemed to leap off the canvas. The Caldwell house fell into disrepair, and the once vibrant parties were replaced with an unsettling stillness. New owners came and went, each leaving sooner than the last, driven away by the house's eerie atmosphere. Old spots, inexplicable sounds, and flickering lights became commonplace. But the most terrifying phenomena were the sightings of a spectral figure, a woman in a tattered wedding dress, her face obscured by a veil of shadow. She would appear in mirrors, her eyes hollow and empty, and disappear with a chilling wail that echoed through the halls. One night, a group of ghost hunters decided to spend the night in the infamous mansion, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. As midnight approached, the temperature plummeted and a dense fog filled the room. The air grew thick with an oppressive presence. Suddenly, the lights flickered and went out, plunging the house into darkness. The group heard soft sobs growing louder and more desperate. They followed the sound to a hidden room in the attic, long forgotten and untouched. Inside, they found the source of the cries, Eliza's portrait, still unfinished, but her face had changed. Her once beautiful features were twisted in agony, her mouth open in a silent scream. As they stared in horror, the fog thickened, and the sobs turned into bone-chilling laughter. The walls began to shake, and the house groaned as if alive. The ghost hunters fled, but not before glimpsing a shadowy figure in the doorway, a spectral bride with empty eyes and a malevolent grin. As the ghost hunters stumbled down the creaking staircase, the house seemed to warp and twist around them. The once familiar layout became a disorienting maze, with doorways appearing where walls should have been and corridors stretching impossibly long. The air grew heavy with the scent of decay, and the oppressive darkness seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Each step they took was accompanied by the faint sound of footsteps echoing their own, as if the spirits of the house were closing in on them. Suddenly, the group heard a door slam shut behind them, followed by the unmistakable sound of chains dragging across the floor. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. One of the hunters, a skeptic until that night, felt a cold hand grip his shoulder, pulling him back. He turned to see the spectral bride standing inches away, her veil lifting slightly to reveal hollow, black eyes and a sinister smile. Her cold breath whispered in his ear, "Stay with me," before she vanished, leaving behind a palpable chill. Desperate to escape, the hunters pushed forward, but the house fought against them. Windows that had once offered glimpses of the outside world now showed nothing but swirling darkness. The walls seemed to close in, and the floorboards groaned as if ready to give way. They finally burst through the front door, gasping for air, and stumbled into the night. The mansion's facade, once majestic, now loomed over them like a shadowy monolith, its windows dark and uninviting. Breathless and shaken, the hunters looked back at the Caldwell house, half expecting to see the spectral bride watching them from the upper windows. But the house stood silent, its eerie aura even more pronounced in the moonlight. One of the hunters, still clutching his camera, reviewed the footage in disbelief. Among the chaotic images, a single frame stood out: the spectral bride, her face twisted in a maniacal grin, her hand outstretched as if beckoning them back. Haunted by their experience, the ghost hunters vowed never to return. Yet, they couldn't shake the feeling that they had left something behind, a part of their own souls, perhaps drawn into the dark energy of the Caldwell house. Rumors spread through Asheville, each tale more chilling than the last. Some said that those who enter the house never truly leave, that the spirits within can ensnare the living, trapping them in a timeless, nightmarish loop. In the months that followed, the house was boarded up and declared off limits, but the stories persisted. Local children dared each other to peek through the cracks in the boarded windows, claiming to hear faint cries and see shadowy figures inside. Some said the house itself was a living entity, feeding on fear and despair. Others believed it was a portal, a threshold between this world and a darker, more sinister realm. To this day, the Caldwell house stands as a foreboding relic of Asheville's past, its dark silhouette a constant reminder of the town's most chilling legend. Brave souls occasionally venture close, lured by the thrill of the unknown, but none dare to stay for long. For the specter of Eliza Caldwell, the ghostly bride, still roams its halls, eternally searching for her lost love, her mournful wails echoing through the night. Those who listen closely say they can hear her message, a chilling warning to all who dare to enter. Beware, for the house remembers, and it does not forgive.
The story of the Caldwell house and the haunted experiences described in Asheville, North Carolina are fictional. While Asheville is known for its rich history and has a reputation for being a hotspot for ghost stories and paranormal activity, the specific tale of Eliza Caldwell, Samuel, and the ghostly occurrences at the Caldwell house was created for entertainment and storytelling purposes.
However, Asheville does have a number of historical buildings and landmarks that are said to be haunted, and there are real haunted walking tours in the city that explore these sites and share local legends and ghost stories. The fictional story provided was inspired by the kind of narratives you might hear on such tours, blending elements of history and the supernatural to create an engaging and eerie experience. Do you dare to explore the real dark and eerie corners of Asheville? Join us for a spine-tingling journey through the city's haunted past with an Asheville Haunted History Tour by clicking on the link in the description below. Led by knowledgeable and charismatic guides, these tours bring Asheville's most haunted locations to life with gripping stories and fascinating historical insights. Hear the haunting legends of Asheville, from tragic love stories and mysterious disappearances to ghostly apparitions and unexplained occurrences. Our guides will share chilling tales that will send shivers down your spine and leave you questioning what's real and what's not. Be part of the mystery as we delve into the unexplained. Bring your cameras and see if you can capture any paranormal activity. Who knows what you might encounter? Whether you're a history buff, a thrill seeker, or just looking for a unique way to explore Asheville, these tours offer something for everyone. Ready to experience Asheville like never before? Book your spot on an Asheville haunted history tour in the description below and uncover the dark secrets that lurk beneath the city's charming exterior. But beware, once you step into the shadows, there's no turning back.
If you enjoyed the eerie tale of Asheville's haunted Caldwell House and want to uncover more spine-chilling stories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on our latest ghostly adventures and mysterious legends. Your support helps us bring more hauntingly good content straight to you.